Oh, they playing with my emotions today.
Do you have?
No, yeah.
They still got the stuff for like Disney World,
Out there.
all all the rides and stuff.
I didn't really go. We didn't do no rides from that. But somebody was trying to hack into our phone.
Okay, there it is.
Up there.
There you are.
Having a good old time, having a grand old time. With that being said, for those who don't know much about Reverse Happy Hour, I do have to give you guys a quick spill. Here at Reverse Happy Hour, we give you all the celebrity gossip, all the ratchetness that goes on in the world of hip hop, while also talking about daily and trending topics that happen in everyday life. Now, with that being said, guys, let's get all the way into this tea. Now, I know that it's been 2 weeks, so much has happened. So I've had people just sending me so many topics that they felt like we should kind of discuss on the show. So the first topic of the night, we have to talk about Flo Rida. Flo Rida is definitely going through it because his 6-year-old son, Zohar Dillard, had fell from an apartment window onto concrete pavement on March 4th. Now, at that time, he was rushed to ICU, of course, where they discovered that the baby had multiple injuries, which included fractures to his pelvis, his feet, lacerated liver, collapsed lung. Well, they say Flo Rida and his baby mama is going through it because the baby mama then came out and said Flo Rida not trying to help pay none of the hospital bills and that he's not trying to do anything. Now, we all know that Flo Rida just came into $81 million, if I'm not mistaken, not too long ago, because he sued Celsius because of a distribution deal that went wrong. And he didn't get his percent. He didn't get, I believe he was supposed to get about 5% off the sales. Or it was 5%, or it was either 1%. However it was, it accumulated to him getting $81 million. And the baby mama said Flo Rida ain't been riding in no checks. And his son is literally in the hospital just, fighting for his life at this point. With being so young like that and experience and going through all of those type of broken bones in your pelvis and all of that stuff, it's a lot for a kid. It's a lot of trauma. And the baby is probably in shock because it's a lot to deal with. But Flo Rida has been kind of keeping his comments to himself. Now, what they did say, though, that Flo Rida was trying to sue the construction company that was supposedly they had to install the window, or they installed the new window, but they didn't securely install the window. So Flo Rida is trying to sue them because of the poor conditions and feel like that's the reason why his son fell out of the window. So they're trying to He's trying to go after that. At one point, we thought it was the baby mom was trying to go after it because I could see her going after the soon. But Flo Rida, if you ain't been in the baby's life and you got all this mucho grande de Niro, you can at least get a baby a little scoop of the guacamole. I'm just saying, don't be stingy with your millions. Share. You know, you can get a baby 1 million. You know, we don't know if this baby may have, you know, trouble with walking. We don't know, Flo Rida. Come on now. You know, come on. What is? I was gonna start singing a "Catch Me Riding Dirty" song, but that's not his song. That's Chameleon, whatever his name is, Chameleon. I don't give a damn. But at the end of the day, Flo Rida, we have to do better, bro. This is your son. Come on, be there for your kids. Show up. Now is not the time for you to be an absent father. Go there, be by this baby bedside. Come on, man. Everybody gets one. We gonna give you this one, but we ain't gonna give you another one. You gotta go and show up for the baby. Now we have to talk about what everybody is talking about. We have to talk about Bob Lee, the founder of Cash App. Now, we all recently heard how he was fatally stabbed, okay? He was killed on Tuesday in San Fran. That's right, stabbed at 2:30 in the morning. He was 43 years old. And from what they're saying, there has not been an arrest that has been made. Now, people are saying that this is a hit. They said that he was trying to do something on the side and people was not happy about it. A lot of people are also saying that it has something to do with cryptocurrency. I don't know. Don't quote me. But that's what a lot of people are trying to lead into is this whole cryptocurrency thing. I don't really know. But they're saying that he was like the Cash App former chief technology officer, you know, but they didn't say, they said that he pretty much gave up his rights, or he shared the company, or he sold his part and he left and he went away. So he hasn't had any dealings with Cash App in a little bit of a time. So for them to, you know, kill the man allegedly, he must have been developing something that they didn't want us to really get a hold of or for us to really see. So there are a lot of assumptions of who these people could be that may have taken out the former founder of Cash App. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying we gotta all like be careful out here. Like when you start talking about creating stuff, we have to kind of keep it to yourself. You have to keep your ideas to yourself. You can't tell people nothing, because the minute you tell somebody something, it's like a game of telephone. This person is going to go tell this person. That person is going to tell this person. It's going to be a whole lot of hateration up in this dancery, in the words of Mary J. Blige. So, you know, our condolences definitely go out to Lee's family, because death is never easy. And to, you know, be killed behind your geniusness, you know. All right, guys, we have to talk about Jonathan Majors. I'm reading off the paper today, y'all, because I didn't have time to do my key cards. And y'all know I normally have my key cards. I like to look cool. But now we know that Jonathan Majors had basically been in the whole front line because he supposedly was accused of assaulting a woman, which was his ex, in New York. And it was a whole lot going on where now they're saying, you know, they were saying that she recanted everything, basically showed text messages of her sending it to him like, hey, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault. Why you slapped me? It was a black woman. Now, of course. So, you know, they had her sending the message like, oh, you know, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get you mad. There's no justification to somebody putting their hands on you. Girl, have you not watched What's Love Got to Do with it? It's not all right to let some other sucker pound on you. It's not, regardless of the fact. I don't care how mad somebody gets you to the point. When you put your hands on somebody, that's a whole new level, because now what we're doing is we're welcoming in abuse. We're saying that this is okay. You can slap me. Okay, I know you said that you're sorry this time, you're not going to do it again, but he is going to do it again. And then, however, whoever has you recanting, saying that, oh, you know, it was me. The reason why you hit me was because, you know, I pushed your buttons. I you know, did this to you. You are justifying a narcissist. Are you serious, girl? You better sing like Tweety Bird running from Sylvester. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We have to talk about, we have to just really talk about the abuse. We're not going to stay too much on it, y'all, because y'all know I get deep. But at the end of the day, it doesn't sound right. It sounds like force, like somebody got a gun to her head and they telling you to type this right now and you send it. Like, how we know he wasn't in the room with her when she sent it? After it could have been after he beat her, and he like, yo, send it and act like you sending it to my phone. Let me tell you something, dude. Just because you done played you a pilot or whatever it was, and you done played you a boxer in a movie, does not mean anything to me. Because on some real stuff, if you got some brothers, you got Peanut and Ray Ray in them, you better call them to go and run up on Jonathan. I don't care how big his chesticles look, okay? My family would have came through. Ain't no way. All it takes is for you to hit me one time. Because hitting somebody, it don't feel good. It hurt. I hit my kneecap and it hurts. So I can only imagine when somebody like slaps you on your face or punch you in your face, how that feels. I don't have time for that. We're not going to play. And then now we're making this woman look like she's a habitual liar because when she went to the police and she filed the charges for Jonathan for beating her, we was like, oh my God, we were sympathetic. But now that the text message had came out where she's, oh, you know, the reason why you put your hands on me was because you made me mad. And now we just looking at her like, well, damn, you know, girl, stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Stick to one side of the story. If Jonathan Majors beat your ass, wink right now 3 times. That's all I'm saying. Tell us you need us to help you because we need to rally up and get you away from him. I seen a dude fighting Creed. Girl, you don't want no smoke with that. You better get on. Now it's a black eye. Next, it might be a missing tooth. Then after that, you might be in a hospital. And who knows for how long. Can't keep letting these men get away with putting their hands on you. And he literally strangled you, girl. What if he strangled you to the point where you blacked out and you died? Come on. I can't. I cannot. But we're going to move right along. We got to talk about Essence Fest. Essence Fest, everybody is excited about Essence Fest. I don't know if y'all are excited about Essence Fest, but baby, I know I am. Okay. You said we'll be there. I'm trying to. If I don't have to move, y'all, I'm definitely going to be outside with my girls. I told them that I was going to be outside with them. You know. Now, the Essence Fest, they had announced their 2023 headliners and other performers. Like in the lineup, we got WizKid, Dougie Fresh, we got Monica, Coco Jones. I love her. We have Jermaine Dupri. He gonna be hitting the stage, but we also have Lauryn Hill and Meg Thee Stallion, who will also be headliners as well. Now, that's like the biggest names for a lot of people that's drawing everything in because we're all excited to see the girls. We are excited to see the girls. Now, Essence Fest is supposed to be, the 29th of June to July the 3rd, right? Yes, I believe so. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be like a really, really good time, you know? Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm really like excited about this. I don't know if everybody else is excited about it, but I'm excited about Essence Fest because I never get a chance to go to Essence Fest. I think I'm always working. I'm sorry. People are asking me to do 1,000,001 things, and I hate to be distracted while I'm on live. But it is going to be a really good time. So I think that everybody should definitely tap all the way in and be out there. You know what I'm saying? With the Essence Fest. But look at him. Here go Don, y'all. Y'all know y'all don't ever see Don. Don that came out, baby. He done threw the tags, honey. Not the tags, Don. Look at him. Donna got the tag. Donna threw the tags, baby. Essence Fest. I'm trying to be backstage with everybody, their mama, their grandma, their cousin, and anybody else who's beautiful like me. So it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, it's a whole lot of money that's gonna be going on, a whole lot of good stuff. But I'm gonna take me a quick. Oh, he said keep going. I ain't gonna take no breaks, y'all. I'm trying to roll it out. He got me rolling it tonight. Okay, so moving right along, let's talk about Blac Chyna. Okay, now we got to talk about Blac Chyna because we know Blac Chyna is definitely doing her thing right now. So she has definitely given her life to Christ. And then she's also went back to school. She just got booked to play Baps, I believe. Like, yeah, she's going to be Baps. And that's going to be like super good. I think what she's doing for me, it's really, really good. You know, sometimes you have to like get your life together. And you have to do it for like your family. You have to do it for your kids. You have to get it together. She had a whole lot of filler that was in her face that she was trying to get rid of, and she was trying to do all of that. So it's a good thing, for her to do what she has to do. And I don't really know what more to say in regards to that other than congratulations. And so much happens for you. Like, she looks better. She looks more happy. She looks more well rested. So it's really, really good. I love it. And I think you all should too. I'm sorry. I have so many people texting me right now. I am on live, people. Leave me alone. But she looks really, really good, y'all. And I'm so proud of her. And I think that she should definitely continue to go and grow and do everything that she has to do. She's Angela. Yeah, she's back as Angela. Angela White, to be exact. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. Okay. Now, leave me alone, people. Okay, here we go. We're good. Yeah, so Black China's doing her thing, and I love it. I don't know what else to say. I was stumbling around on that because I was having so many people text me. As soon as you get on live, people want to ask what's for dinner. I don't know. Look in the fridge. We have to talk about the Air movie. Now, this is going to be a really, really good movie. I'm excited to see this now. This is Ben Affleck's production. So this movie is going to be about the upbringing of the founding of Nike and Air Jordan. So this has a very much so all-star cast. We have Marlon Wayans, we got Viola Woods, we have Ben Affleck, we got Matt Damon, Jason Bateman, you got Chris Tucker as well. This is going to be a really, really good project, especially to kind of see the startup of Jordan and how they got the deal with Michael Jordan, how they got him with the shoes, how Nike and them, how they did the whole partnership of it. I think they briefly talked about it in the show called The Winning Time, but that show was basically about Magic Johnson. And at the time in the show, how they discussed it was Magic Johnson had turned down the Nike deal for Converse. So when Magic Johnson went to Converse and made Converse pop, they picked up Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan was also a starting rookie. And at that time, when they picked up Michael Jordan, Air Jordan took off. And here we are, trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars later. And Michael Jordan making some coin. He making some coin. And we love a good pair of dunks. I'm trying to tell you, they're comfortable, they're beautiful, and Nike is just in there, okay? One thing about Nike, they've been around for a long time. They got the t-shirt, the thongs, and the swimsuit. So it's always a good time anytime anybody has on a pair of some Jordans. So this movie will be out on April 5th. I think it'll be good. It's going to be in theaters. I do believe it may be on some streaming channels as well. Make sure y'all check that out. Now we have to talk about what we're all here for. We got to talk about Donald Trump. Jeez Louise. I mean, look at the hair, y'all. Baby, the hair is just hairing, okay? The hair is just doing everything else that it is supposed to not be doing at this point. Donald Trump looks like he gives zero what, and it is what it is. Now, we all know that, that was a picture, I believe, from the 6th of him being in court. And so this is for the charges of hush money that he paid porn star Stormy Daniels. Now, he pled guilty to about 34 charges against him as well that day. 34. Now we know Trump is 76 years old. So did he on his last kneecap? He ain't on the last leg. He on his last kneecap at this point. And they're saying that he paid her thousands to keep her from spilling details about their affair. But if I was Stormy, I wouldn't want to tell anybody about my, affair with Donald Trump and his Tootsie Roll. I wouldn't, I don't care how much money you paid. I wouldn't even want it to be, I would have denied it. Hell no, I ain't had sex with him. Who told you that? He told you that? I would have felt offended if anybody said I had sex with Donald Trump. Now, we all know that Stormy loves to be in the tabloids because that's just what she do. Not only does she like the cameras on her face when she's laying on her back, but clearly she likes the cameras in her face when she's sitting up, So that's one of the charges that they're really trying to get him. And of course, they're trying to get Donald Trump on a whole lot of other charges as well. But we all know why they are doing this, because they do not want this man to run for president again because his intentions were to run in 2024 to be, back in the presidency again. And we all know how it went with Donald Trump before he left. Trump went out with a biz naive. I don't care what nobody say. That was one president that went out with a bang. He didn't care. He told these people to storm the Capitol, and they did. He let y'all get away with getting all these PPP loans. Yes, I said it. My sisters, my cousins, my brothers, everybody got a PPP loan except me, and ain't nobody give me no money. I feel some type of way. He also, sent out a whole bunch of stimulus checks. Like, I feel like before Trump left, and I don't care how anybody feel about it, this man set up people for success. And if you don't see that he set you up for success, maybe you didn't spend your money correctly. But dude was giving out checks left and right to black people. I don't care what nobody say. Send him another one. If he could, he would have sent us. Okay. At this point, I felt like I was in a State Farm commercial when he was like, and can I get a hot tub? Like, what else can I get out of this man? Because he clearly does not care. He's like, fuck it. Excuse my French. I said the F-bomb. But we're out of here anyway. But, so I don't know. It's just, I really feel like no matter how much you guys try to shun the thing away from Donald Trump, yeah, he did this, he did that, he did that. But this man has also raised over millions of dollars. These people created GoFundMes that stem way over $8 million. This man still has power, even when he ain't in power. That should tell y'all something. So I don't know. We'll see how everything plays out. We'll see if he actually does serve jail time. That will amaze me if he does. That would be kind of crazy. Well, we have to talk about the next topic. We have to talk about Eva Marcille. We all heard about her getting a divorce from her husband, Michael Sterling, after 4 years of marriage together. Now, she was a Real Housewife of Atlanta star. She filed for a divorce from her husband earlier last week, I believe, or the week before last. And basically stating that the marriage is it's just broken. Like, it's nothing that he can do to fix it. Now, people, of course, are having their ideas about it. They're like, did he cheat? Like, what happened? What's going on? I don't know. I think a whole lot of these husbands are just out here just living their best life. We are officially out of COVID. Outside is wide open. Okay. So everybody is trying to cut up and do everything that they need to do and do everything that they want to do. And it's all right, I guess. Hey, if you like it, I love it. But when it comes to marriage, I think marriage isn't the same as how it was back in the day. Like back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, where people actually loved and adored to be married. People just do it just because. Some people do it for the title. Some people do it, for security. Some people do it just because maybe they're in love. But there are other people that just, hey, I don't know. I just want to get married. I want to at least get married before I die, or I don't know, but I just feel like marriage just isn't the same with people. People don't get married for the right reasons anymore. They just get married and then you get divorced. I don't have time. You're not going to waste my time like that. You're not going to make me change my name, make me walk down the aisle, sign a marriage certificate, get married to you, change my whole lifestyle just for us to be done in 4 years. I'm sorry. I don't have it in me. If you're not in for the long haul, it's best you find somebody else who's in it for a short haul. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Cynthia Bailey was one, and she got divorced. And then also Drew Sidora. Drew Sidora just filed for divorce as well from Ralph. Now, allegedly, Ralph was out doing some tings. So we're going to hear about those tings on the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is going to be out on May the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we'll see how that plays out with Drew Sidora. And that's 3. They say death comes in 3s, so does divorces. So you know how that goes. Let's talk about Questlove. Now, I'm very disgusted and hurt by this because Questlove, okay, this is how we're going to do it. It ain't about Questlove, but then again, it's about Questlove. But there's the wife of the late, great Leonard Hubbard, believes that Roots, every time I say Roots, I think about the movie and it don't make me feel right. Roots are not men of their word. She's suing Questlove. I don't know if she's suing the entire band, but I know she's suing Questlove and Black Thought. Evidently, she's suing them too for fraud. She said that they have been taking money from her deceased husband when her deceased husband had owned 33% of publishing for Roots, and then he also had 25% in the stake of the company that handled them as well. So he had a nice piece of change. And they said, and she said for a couple of months that she was not, or he was not receiving his cuts, or he was getting a shorter cut than what he was supposed to be receiving. Come to find out, Sister Girl done got her a lawyer, and a lawyer done went into the paperwork and found out that Questlove and Black Thought been stealing. They've been pinching the church money. That's what done happen. They've been pinching the church money. And you know, we love Roots. We love Questlove. He's always that dude. He's a hip hop icon. We all love this man, but you've been out here penny pinching somebody money. Now you have to back pay the years. Now they're saying that they have to back pay this man about 15 to 20 years worth of money. That's a lot. You know, she about to get some millions off them, Don. If it was 25% stake in the company, that's just 25 stake in the company that handled Roots. But then he also had 33% in their deals and tour bookings. Now we know the Roots was on the road. They had a hit song where Erykah Badu, Eve rapped on it, and Common rapped on it too. That was a big song. Okay. Now we know that album got some coin. And then Questlove and Black Thought have been on Saturday Night Live playing for years. They get that check. So what's happening here? Sister Girl about to get paid. That's what it sounds like. Now, Leonard passed away on December 16th, 2021. So, you know, may he rest in peace. But they're backdating it to 15 or 20 years of them penny pinching off this man coin. And it's very, very sickening to me, Quest, because I thought you were better than that. And in the words of my Tyra Banks voice, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you learn something from this? All right. Now we have to talk about Michelle Brown. For those of you who do not know who Michelle Brown is, this was a really big story that was all over Facebook. This was a senseless, fatal encounter that was captured, y'all, on the cameras on social media. Now, what we do know is that this woman is from Mississippi. Her name is actually Khadijah Michelle Brown. And she was arrested after the police said she killed her husband with a single shot. Now, deputies from the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office did respond to the domestic violence call at I'm not going to say the address because that is her address. I'm not going to say that. But around 7:42 in the morning. So 7:42 a.m. when the kids should have been pretty much getting ready for school, going somewhere. You can kind of see, I believe she was live or somebody else was live. And she's arguing with the dude. She's going back and forth with him. He's trying to leave. You know, at this point, women, when a man is trying to leave, you got to let this man go. Let him leave. Let him go. Bye-bye. There's no argument. If he come back, he comes back. I keep hearing this whole thing every day. Like, you know, I hear whatever is meant for you is meant for you. No matter what, if it's meant for you, it'll always come back to you. So you should have let this man go and go and get out of here. So they're arguing. They're going back and forth. He's trying to leave. You can hear in the video her saying, I'm going to shoot this dude. I'm going to shoot this dude. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to kill him. She says this in the video. This is what we hear. So even if it was like emotion for that, they're going to get you off of you saying that in the video. And then shortly after you say that, we hear a gunshot go off. And then, you know, your husband falls to the floor. Mr. Brown just falls to the floor. And we hear kids crying. There's kids in the house, y'all. There's kids in the house. These kids are crying. You can hear it sounds like maybe her mother is like, what just happened? What did you do? You hear the older lady start screaming. So it's a lot of incriminating. You incriminated yourself. You incriminated yourself very, 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 very much so badly. And so it's just not going to be good and in your favor. So I feel sorry for the kids that had to experience that and kind of go through that. I also feel sorry for the older woman that was there, which sounded like somebody's grandmother. So learn from this, y'all. I mean, I'm saying, let it go, let it go, because it's too much happening out here in this world, and so many things are happening that's so senseless that is happening, and it's easily just, life is too precious, and life is too valuable for you to have to end up in jail for the rest of your life and not being able to experience your kids grow up, being able to experience you becoming a grandmother, graduations, prom, all of that good stuff. Like, at this point, you got to put yourself first, make yourself happy. I mean, one day you're going to be on your deathbed and you're going to look back and you're going to regret not putting you first. So, wow. All right. Last topic that I have, and then we are going to go into In Case You Missed It. Now, we have to talk about Soulja Boy because he was a bit salty. Soulja Boy was pissed off because people chose $250 worth of food stamps over having dinner with him. Now, the New Jersey-based platform 856 Entertainment was what was behind the infamous clip that was just all over social media. So he was asking people, would you rather have 250 in food stamps, or would you rather have dinner with Soulja Boy? And the majority of the people was like, food stamps, because I'm with them. Do you know what kind of time we living in? It's so inflated out here with the prices. Give me that 250 in food stamp. That's gonna be a whole missile right there. Okay. Soulja Boy definitely felt some type of way. He took to the internet, y'all, and went off. He told the girls the SUCK, his little smoky. He told people that, you can never make it out the hood. He called a whole lot of them saying that they had the A word. I'm not going to say it, but it is a STD and it starts with an A. He also said that they were HO-izzles. What Santa Claus says during Christmas, he calls them a couple of those. And then he also said he would not have dinner with no, and let me quote y'all, because I got to quote what he said because it was super funny. He said he would not have dinner with no broke BI from New Jersey anyway. He would not have dinner with no C head. This is how we have to read on Facebook so this doesn't get flagged. No C head looking HO-izzle. That's what he said. Soulja Boy went off. Soulja Boy was so mad. He had veins crackling down his forehead. I thought one of his dreads was going to fall out. The boy was pissed off. I don't know, y'all. How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like you would rather have dinner with Soulja Boy or 250? What are you gaining from this dinner with Soulja Boy? Like, what type of knowledge am I gonna get? Am I gonna get something from this dinner with Soulja Boy? Something that's gonna benefit me? We got to talk about the benefits. At least with food stamps, I know it's food that I'm getting. It's a benefit of food, and it's gonna be in the fridge. And it's like isn't it like tax free on food stamps? I haven't used food stamps in a while, but I don't think you pay taxes on food stamps. You can get a lot of things with food stamps. You can buy crab legs now. You can do crab cakes, seafood. You couldn't get that back in the day. You can even buy hot food with food stamps. Yeah, I think I would do 250 instead of having dinner with Soulja Boy as well. I would definitely enjoy me a nice Alfredo, a nice lobster tail. Sorry, Soulja, can't help you, baby. But all right, Don, what do we have for In Case You Missed It? Okay, so man charged in a drug overdose death of Michael K. Williams pleads guilty in court. Now, I love me some Michael K. Williams because The Wire, honey, like he definitely was, Lord, the chocolate drop. And that's like somebody that you call. Every time you called him, he was coming in to clean up. He was coming to clean up the business. Well, I'm glad that they finally got somebody in the charge of that because we're losing all the good ones. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, Lord. Why we always talk about them? That Amy Rabach and TJ Holmes are planning to move in together, pitching themselves for a new show. I'm so sick of him, and I'm so sick of her. Talk about rubbing it in your ex-husband and your ex-wife face. Y'all are a disgrace to both of your cultures, the colonizer nation and the black delegate. I can't understand it. I'm just like, I can't. I'm over it. What else do we got? Okay, this is a crazy one. Okay. Yes. Now this has been crazy. So Sisters with Voices SWV responds to Escape and reveals why they regret doing the Queens of R&B. Too much disrespect. I have to agree with them because I will honestly say it is a whole lot of egos involved with this show. I actually do watch this show every Sunday. I think the whole thing with Tasha Scott, wanted to do her whole solo thing. I get that. Okay, you feel like you want to have your moment. Candy had her moment. Your sister Tamika did her thing. Tiny attempted to do whatever she wanted to do with her singing, but took off mainly with reality, and Candy also took off with reality too. But there is a lot of drama behind it, and I think it's real big. And I agree with SWV when I say that they should end the show because Week is a bigger hit than Who Can I Run To? I'm sorry. SWV definitely, okay, they don't have all the lights and the extravagancy of how Escape is, but their catalog goes way longer than Escape. They've sold over 30 million copies to what? Escape maybe 9? I thought 9 million for Escape. Not too many. I mean, the numbers are different here. Let's talk about it. Right. But see, the Escape does have like the social media numbers, but that comes from Candy having over 10 million and then Tiny having over like 7 million followers. And of course, they're going to have it there, but that's on social media. Let's talk about people who have been constant with concerts. SWV never stopped touring. Like they took a break. Coco went solo. I don't know what else. The other girl, Lily, or who else did? I don't know what they did, but they never stopped touring. You always heard of SWB being somewhere. They were at the Jazz Fest. They're at the Essence Fest. They're doing little concerts. They're opening for people. R&B tours. Escape just pretty much really got back together a couple of years ago. After the verses, yeah, pretty much because they kept trying to get the group back together, but not everybody was on the same page. Candy and Tasha also had that beef that was going on, so it took them a while for them to even come back together. But look at them now. It's 3 members of Escape. Tasha's doing her whole solo thing. It is just a hot mess. It is a hot mess. I love Candy to death, but sometimes you got to take the back seat. Ain't nobody, SWV should be the headliner. Y'all should go on, do y'all set, but SWV should carry the weight of that because of them. They won the verses. They did this, they did that. Their track record is extended and longer than Escape. I'm sorry. So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. It's too much energy putting up into this. A whole bunch of old women, damn near 50 years old, having cats. It ain't even cats fighting. Like it's cougars fighting. And don't nobody want to hear cougars fight. Yeah, Lee, make up your mind. Y'all are not young no more. Y'all are older. Y'all are a bit thick. Y'all have sweltered up in all the right places for some of y'all, but it's just at the end of the day, come on, bro. It's embarrassing as Black women. We got to get tired of making ourselves look like savages, like what they call us, because that's how y'all look, savagery. Yeah, it was too much cattiness. You could have kept the bag going, like in Vogue. You know what I'm saying? Like in Vogue, well, we knew they was gonna break up. What was that one girl, Dawn? She always looked sexual in the face, looked like she was ready to pop anything smoking. But I don't know, guys. But that's all that I have for you guys today. I have to get ready and get out of here. But I will be back next Friday. Right back in the chateau here with Reverse Happy Hour. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Can't wait to see you. Bye.